The secrets surrounding Disney World are truly that, secrets. Today we're looking at the best and most secretive information Disney World doesn't want you to know, which we actually obtained from a real Disney employee. Number 10. If you've ever been to Disney World, you'll know that the wait times can be ridiculously long. More often than not, you'll spend a significant amount of your day waiting in line to experience your favorite attractions. Disney's FastPass aims to reduce the long lines by allowing ticket holders to reserve a spot in up to 3 rides per day at no additional cost. This means you can show up at the scheduled time during your park visit and skip the line. While FastPass is an awesome service, its main drawback is the fact that you only get to choose 3 reservations per day. But what if there was a way to get more? A little known secret is that one of the Pirates of the Caribbean attractions actually allows you to get one extra FastPass for free. A Pirate's Adventure is an attraction which is free to all ticket holders. All you have to do is follow a treasure map around Adventureland to various hidden treasures, and once you've found them, touch your map to the treasure to hear different characters tell you the next step.
Well done. You found the treasure of the ark.
At the end of the treasure hunt, you'll be awarded with a free fast pass for every participant, as well as some sweet Adventureland themed maps and cards. Definitely don't forget to do this the next time you visit Disney World. Number 9. In the Magic Kingdom of Walt Disney World in Florida is Splash Mountain, a waterlog ride which takes riders through a cavern lined with singing animals and that classic Disney soundtrack. Splash Mountain is based on the 1980s Disney World attraction by Tony Baxter.
Splash Mountain. The only way out is a long way down.
When Disney World was undergoing construction in the 1990s, a few Walt Disney Imagineers thought to add some personal touches to the characters of the ride. One of these characters is a peculiar gopher which many believe says, "Go FSU." A cheer for the Florida State did this as a nod to the university which they attended prior to their current job at Disney World. However, it's said that the gopher is only saying FSU and that most people just assume it to be Go FSU. Either way, this is a nice touch to an already impressive ride, but be sure to keep an eye and an ear out for this little guy next time you're riding through Splash Mountain. Number 8. This next secret was an inspiration of a book titled The Dark Side of Disney, but we'll get into that in a minute. In most Disney themed parks, there are a system of utility tunnels which allow the park staff to quickly and easily get around the park. Officially, these tunnels are called utilidors, short for utility corridors. Utilidors are present behind the scenes of many of the larger Disney attractions such as the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, The Landing, and Tomorrowland. See, the thing is, these routes are meant exclusively for Disney employees such as costume characters and other park staff. However, that feeling of the unknown has piqued the interest of a few daring individuals. Unsurprisingly, however, the utilidors aren't really worth the risk of being caught. Disney Declassified is a book which covers this and a few. Unlike most of the secrets in our list, we highly discourage anyone from trying to get into the Disney's utilidors. By doing so, you will risk being banned from the parks for life or even charged for trespassing. Number 7. The average visitor, aka a family on vacation or a tourist visiting the happiest place on earth, is pretty likely to thoroughly enjoy their experience at Disney's theme parks. But making everyone happy just isn't enough for you, is it, Disney? Employees ranging from custodians to costume characters have the ability to give guests of their choice a magic moment. Usually these are just completely random acts of kindness, but they've also been used to make something right for us to give them a no strings attached voucher which grants them a free new ice cream special. Begging for a magic moment takes the fun out of things and lessens your chances of receiving one. It's entirely up to the park staff to decide who and when they will grant a magic moment. Next time you're at a Disney theme park, be respectful to the staff. You might just experience the magic. Number 6. If you've ever been to Disney's Magic Kingdom in Florida, what if there was a way to stay overnight? The Cinderella Castle Suite is the only place to do so. Originally intended to be a space for Walt Disney and his family to live, the Cinderella Castle Suite was practically unused until its announcement in 2006. In 2007, Disney finally opened the castle doors to a very small amount of people.